Exchange.
What's up, guys? Your boy Russ again, back with another one. Like I told you guys, we had a big surprise for the channel. What it's gonna be is I'm about to hop in Raven. We're about to take this long journey from Washington State back to my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. It's long overdue. I think it's time for me to go home, be around my family, explore the new opportunities. And I'm excited to get back to the East Coast. It's a big Mopar scene on that side of the United States. So I'm gonna be up and down the East Coast, but it's gonna feel good to be home. So follow me on this journey, and it's gonna be probably about a 4-part or 4-chapter, 4-vlog thing. So we're gonna stop in a couple states, get a good look around, see what's out there. Haven't been through these states before, and it's gonna be a good time, man. So follow me along this journey. Yeah, so we're still in the first leg of the trip, guys. We out here almost at Spokane, Washington. I think we're about 100 miles away from Spokane. Been on the road for a few hours now, but I'm gonna let you guys see the car. I got the novice stretch on here, and it's definitely helping with catch the bugs and all the debris on the road, as you can see. Even though I got the clear bra on it, and I got the ceramic coating, I still wanted to add some type of protection while I'm driving on this journey. But I want you guys to see how cheap the gas is over here. I'm from the Seattle side, the western side of Washington, so I'm not used to seeing these 2s. I haven't seen these 2s since COVID, like the beginning stages of COVID. But look, 272 for gas. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm definitely used to seeing 3s on the other side. So I'm about to hop back in the car. I just filled up my first fill up during the trip. So we're making good mileage, we're making good time. About to head over to Starbucks, give me something to drink, because I need some coffee, some type of coffee to keep me awake, because this is going to be an extremely long drive, guys. Like, extremely long. I got a midway point in mind where I'm going to stop and possibly get a hotel. But yeah, we're about to hop back in the car. I'm gonna head over to Starbucks, give me something to drink, and then we're gonna get back on the road. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the car is fully loaded. I got the trunk full, and I have the back full, the back seat full of my stuff. So I'm glad I was able to pack up a lot of things. I wanted to ship the vehicle, but like, these shipping companies, man, they play games when it comes to whether or not you can load your vehicle. They like, oh, you can only do 70. Oh, you can only do 100 pounds. Like, no, I'm gonna load as much as I can into the vehicle, because I didn't want to pay the ship stuff. So that's why I needed to load my vehicle, and they like, oh, well, we can't because of weight, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, all right, forget it. And it's extremely expensive to ship your car from Washington to the East Coast. On average, it was going to be about for a good company, it was going to be about $1,300. Of course, you got those cheap companies that's just going to throw your vehicle on there and not really care about it. And they were trying to charge me $1,000, but I'm like, I care more about this vehicle than anything.
Good morning, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get going for you?
Yes, can I get a grande mocha with an extra shot?
Triple grande mocha, you got it. What else can I get for you?
Can you add peppermint in that?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Can you add peppermint?
Oh, of course.
And
Hot
that's
ice on that.
And that's it.
Oh, yeah, did you want that hot or ice?
Hot.
Perfect. I'll have that set for you at the window.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this Starbucks is gonna be good for me, guys. I need it. I only got like 4 hours of sleep, so that's crazy for this long drive.
Alrighty, that's gonna be 1183 at the window. Thank you. Hey, how are you?
Doing good, yourself?
Fantastic. That is going to be 653.
653.
I'll be right back with your change. Well, Starbucks, get an order whenever you're ready. Friday ice, swing tray, anything else? Alrighty, I'll still be at the window. Alrighty, 47 cents is your change. What you out doing this morning?
Huh?
What you out doing this morning?
I'm actually driving to the East Coast.
Have somewhere fun?
East Coast.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a long, grueling drive.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Clear over here on the West Coast.
Thank God. I hope it stays like this when I get into those weird states like Illinois and all that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna find out.
So what are you going to clear over there for?
I'm from there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm going back home.
So were you over here on vacation then? Or?
Nah, I lived over here for almost 5 years, but it's time for me to go back home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I get that.
I can't stand the rain and all that in Seattle and all that, so.
It gets crazy rainy. You know, it's completely opposite over here.
Is it?
Yeah, we don't get near as much rain. We get a lot hotter, like 100-some degrees. And well, summertime, 110 is average.
Wow.
We get a lot colder, down into the negatives pretty quickly in the
Woo!
winter. It's opposite of that.
Well, that's something to deal with.
It's amazing only being 5 hours away how much different it is.
Exactly. But
Right.
thank you.
You have a safe trip.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, she was pretty nice. Like she said, man, it's way different over here on the eastern side of Washington than it is over there where Seattle is. Super rainy over on that side. Oh, this is a nice little drop, man. Hold on. Ooh, I don't like this. Ooh, it's a nice little drop off. I do not need to scrape. But yeah, it's totally different over here. And it trips me out. But yeah, we're about 3 hours in now. So yeah, 3 hours away from Seattle. Total different experience, totally different weather, like she said. But I couldn't live over here because it's too slow for me, and there's no real jobs on this side, so I couldn't live on this side. But it's a nice side though over here. There's a lot of country land, and you know, things are wide open. I'll let you guys see it once I get back on the highway. So yeah, I'm about 56 miles away from Spokane, however you want to say it. But as you guys can see, man, it's pretty much just like wide open and farmland out here on this side. I'm used to the city side, you know, being on the western side of Washington. I'm in and out of all the cities, but this is definitely different right here. So I can see how people used to having it slow out here, because things are pretty slow out here, and it's just farmland and wide open, and gas station here, then another freaking 50 miles away or something, I imagine. Like, this is just, it's wild out here. But hey, some people like this type of life. Me, I'm a city boy, so I gotta be near a city, or like a city has to be within 20 minutes away from where I live. I can't be an hour away from the city. Like, that's not gonna, it's not gonna work. Like, who wants to drive an hour to go to the city? 20, 30 minutes, that's good enough for me. But yeah, we're gonna keep trucking, guys. I mean, I don't want to just talk you to death. But yeah, we're on the road. We're back on the road. So I'm gonna check back in with you guys in a little bit. Yeah, I'm just checking back in with you guys. I never really gave you guys the why I decided on leaving Washington. Let me tell I've been in Washington almost, it would have been 5 years in November. That's how long I've been there. The reason is, so for the past, I want to say 2-3 years, I wanted to leave Washington, but I kept telling myself, or coming up with reasons to stay in Washington. Places I was looking at were Texas, Arizona, and what was I looking at? Texas, Arizona, and that was it. It was mainly Texas though, and the reason being, you know, down in Texas, there's a lot of things going on. Big things with the car scene. Also, you know, the power of the dollar is more down there. Like, you get more bang for your buck, especially when it comes to, like, you know, your living. Like, I wanted a big house, you know, in-ground pool, things of that nature, you know. And down in Texas, you can get something pretty good for like $150,000, $200,000. But the thing with Texas was, like, I would have to start over as far as, you know, a job, a career, anything like that. I would have had to start over. It wasn't until me and my wife got together that I decided another option was Vegas, Las Vegas. Now, I've been to Las Vegas a couple times, probably about 3-4 times, and I love Vegas. Don't get me wrong, I love it. Like, I would enjoy living there, especially with the car scene. You know, there's car events going on all the time in Vegas. But for me, at this particular moment in my life, it's just not financially feasible for me to move to Vegas, because I'll be taking a significant pay cut, if you know what I'm saying. Even in my field that I'm in, I would take a significant pay cut if I went to Vegas, and it's just not a smart move, especially not now with you know, my 2 cars and other stuff that I have. It's like, it just don't make sense. Even my wife with her job, like, she would make considerably less if we moved to Vegas. But, you know, Vegas would have been great. You know, you got her family there, and like I said, it's good for me as far as the car content, and, you know, the whole car scene, to get this YouTube really really popping, you know what I mean? And I think that would have been a good spot if it wasn't for the financial situation. But we were also looking at Texas at the same time, and once again, there's no real I ain't gonna say it's no real job opportunities, because it is, but we both would have to start from scratch if we move to Texas. And, you know, for some people, that's like a scary thing, you know what I mean? Like, you're so secure in what you got, and then you just uproot and then move to a completely different place and have to start all over in a new job, new area, all that. So that's why I was like, it's a maybe on the Texas. Now, I'm not gonna say the stars aligned, or, you know, God showed me the way, or something. I just, you know, when you get this feeling inside that you need to make a move, a big move that's necessary for you and your family. That's what happened to me. It was like, things just started happening around me where it was like, hey, I need to either figure something out here, or I need to look for other opportunities. So I kept thinking to myself, like, well, what could I do? What could I do? Where could I go that's gonna still allow me to make what I make or more, and, you know, continue to push this YouTube content. Like, I do this, like I told you guys, because I love it, and I just want to give you guys more things, you know, bring more things to the channel. And I'm not saying Washington wasn't a place that I can do it. It's just, to me, the vibe wasn't how I thought it would be and how I wanted it to be. So it's like I was squeezing, what do you call it? when you squeezing juice out of a lemon, or whatever the saying is. That's what I felt like I was doing. Like, I'm trying to squeeze the little bit of things that I can do to give you guys the content. And it's like, it shouldn't even be like that. If you look at other places, like I tell you guys in the other vlogs, like Texas, Florida, Vegas, you know, LA, whatever. If you look at their car scene, like, it's everybody's out there, everybody's having fun together, everybody's doing what they gotta do, you know, to help each other or whatever, just pump out content. You know, there's always shows, there's always events going on, all that. It's not like that in Washington. And then once the rainy season starts, it gets worse, if you get what I'm saying. So you really gonna have to think, you're gonna have to sit down and think, like, hey, what can I do to put out more content? Oh, let me take the car here, let me add this on the car. And I didn't want this channel to just be about the modifications that I do to the car, or my car, or my wife's car, which is the 392. I didn't want it to just be like that. I wanted to, you know, introduce other people on the channel, you know, show other cars, all that. And it just wasn't working out like how I wanted to. So I'm like, okay, I need something else for the car scene. And I need to still make a decent amount of money. So what came up was an opportunity for me to transfer with my company. And me transferring, I was gonna go back home to Maryland. I'm from Baltimore City, West Side, but I thought in my mind, like, I don't want to live in the city anymore, if you get what I'm saying. You know, back in the days when I was in the Army and everything, and even when I got out of the Army, like, I thought to myself, like, I don't want to go home because I just don't want to be in that environment. And it's not like, listen, I love all my peoples back home, like all the people I grew up with, my family, I love all of them. It's just it's a mentality in Baltimore where it's like the crabs in the barrel, like, you know what I mean? When they see somebody doing good, they try to pull you down. And it's like, I just didn't want to subject myself to that, nor did I want to raise my children in that environment. But what I forgot was, like, Maryland is a big state. Like, I don't have to live in Baltimore City. I don't have to raise my children in Baltimore City. Like, we can be on the outskirts. So once I, like, told myself that, and I just was like, look, man, like, you can do this and you'll be perfectly fine. Like, I made up in my mind, like, I just want to go home, because that would give me a better opportunity, like I said, with my job, and it will allow me to do more things on the YouTube channel, because I could just shoot up and down the East Coast. You know what I mean? It's about 3.5 hours, 4 hours at max, from Baltimore to New York. Like, you know what I mean? You got Mod to Fame, you got all them up there, all those YouTubers up in New York. Bam, I could be up there when they're throwing events. You got Street Speed 717, he right there in you know, Pennsylvania. Like, that's next door. I can shoot up there when he has a car event. You know, going down south, they throw a bunch of Mopar events in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. I can shoot down there. You know, big things definitely be popping in Florida. So I could definitely shoot down there. That's like 10, 12 hours, whatever it is, you know what I mean? 10 to 15 hours, depending on where I'm going. So, like, man, all that is just more opportunities for me with the YouTube. Also, things will be a lot cheaper over there for me to get modifications on my car. Like, I'm looking to do more things to my car. And then we all know, once I hit that mileage I told you guys, about 50,000 miles, we're gonna start adding power to the car. We're gonna do it safely though. We're not gonna just go out and do a blower swap, whatever, and just blow my engine. No, we're gonna do it safely. We're gonna put measures in place to protect the engine, to protect the transmission, all that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do it the right way. and I'm gonna take my time. There's no rush with this. Like I say, I went ham on the blue car, on appearance, all that. I'm gonna take my time when it comes to this car and the power adders. So, like I said, it's cheaper over there, and I can get a lot of things done. And we have, you know, drag strips, all that over there in Maryland. So I'm gonna be out there with my buddies. You know, like my bro, he got a RSX, you know, with a K20 in it. You know, he got it fully built motor, everything. So you guys gonna get to see that car. My other buddy, he got a, you know, 10-second S2000. And he also has a Trackhawk. Like, I'm gonna be around people with fast cars, like, you know what I mean? And this is what I'm gonna bring to the channel. And they're around people with fast cars, like, who actually go to the drag strip and actually do numbers and stuff down there. So I cannot wait to get over there to that thing, or to that, to bring it to you guys and bring it to the channel. So those are the reasons why I finally decided to go home. And it's gonna be good for me and my family. So that's why I just wanted to tell you guys that, so you won't wonder, like, hey, why did he just pick up and leave and go back to Maryland? It's because it just all makes sense. And it's bigger and better opportunities over there in Maryland, more than it was over here in Washington. So that's why I'm going home. Checking back in with you guys, man. We are in Idaho right now. We're going through some twisty and windy roads in Idaho. We still got about 2,400 miles to go. I never told you guys how many miles it started at. So it was about 2,700 miles from Washington to Maryland. So we had 24 right now, 2,400 miles. Another 34 hours. We're about 5 hours in to the drive. Another 34 to go. But slowly but surely we getting there, guys. Gonna make another stop here soon. Once I hit about half a tank, or a little above a quarter, gonna fill up again and then keep pushing. I want to do like a 16-hour drive today, you know, because that's pretty much how much I'm up on a daily basis anyway. So I might as well just drive about 16 hours, see how far I can get, you know. So I started at 4 a.m. It's probably gonna be around 9 p.m. when I finally stop driving and, you know, rest for the night. But like, this thing is gonna be a long journey. Oh man. But stay tuned though. I mean, we're gonna see where this thing goes. Yeah, like I was saying, guys, we're going through all this, you know, basically like mountainous terrain, and like I have zero service out here. This sucks. Like, I can't even listen to my Apple Music, nor can I watch YouTube. Like, I'm just screwed right now. Like, we need to hurry up and push through this so I can get back to listening to music and watching my shows. Oh man, but this is Idaho for you. Super green out here. Reminds me of Washington. So, but man, we gotta get through this, because I can't just keep driving in a silent car. It's gonna get extremely boring.